Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Magic bets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move non-stop. Silver fan, probably say playing odds like dice. In the trap, out betting lines, making racks feel nice. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast, we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead.
Parlay slayer stacking chips like he's bricks. Magic's calling plays, mixing schemes so slick. Numbers on the board, all these digits don't lie. In this trap house, sports bets, we fly.
Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast, we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead.
Got your bang world rising like that early morning sun. From parlays to straight plays, we stun. Twisting stats, breaking news, all for the game. In this world of ours, we reign.
Line moving swift like the wave in the night. Heavy hitters in the game, got the insight. Magic with the tips, and one fire with a hit. Potty tan worldwide, see us never miss.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode Pushing the Line Sports. What's up, Mike?
What up, man? Happy January 9th to you.
Tell me something good. I know you got something for me.
I ain't really got nothing for January 9th. I mean, I do, but it's so irrelevant, it really ain't even worth mentioning.
How do you know? It might be relevant to me. What's up? What you got?
All right. Today is National Apricot Day.
Apricot.
Yeah.
No, I play a video game where you have to collect some apricots in it, but I don't eat a whole lot of apricot.
What the hell game you play, you got to get apricots in?
I mean, it is what it is. Art Raiders.
Hack playing junk, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh, but anyway, it's NFL Wild Card Weekend.
It is, man. Let me get my people up in here. Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Abe, you done lost your mind. Hello, Abe. It's good to hear from you, though.
So something I just realized when I looked at this little playoff schedule. So Seattle has the number one seed in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
They had a brand new quarterback from Minnesota, and their quarterback from last year they traded to the Raiders. Now
Gino.
the Raiders had a very bad season. The Raiders now have the number one draft pick, but the Raiders also beat the Patriots this past weekend to give the Denver Broncos the number one seed in the AFC.
What? What?
Throws you off, don't it?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that threw me off.
Yeah, you always come with the little tidbits of shit that I would never even think of, and I finally got one for you.
Well, that one confused me because I'm confused.
Well, the Raiders beat the Patriots this past weekend, which locked Denver into the number one seed.
The Raiders beat the Patriots.
Yeah,
Did they?
yeah,
No, they didn't.
they did. Well, they beat them this year,
They beat them week one.
week one. Okay, that was the deciding victory right there, the first week.
Yeah, yeah. They beat them week one.
Yeah. But anyway, we got some exciting football coming up this weekend. Um,
Because
Man, there's a whole lot of people in there. First time for everything. Still in.
no, it's not a whole lot of people. Once I push for one, it puts me and you in there as well for pushing the line. So,
Okay, that's all right. It's more than just us, which means something to me.
oh yeah, most definitely. Our cousins is in our content cousins. That's what I'm gonna start calling them.
Content cousins, I like it.
Yeah.
Now, we got this college football semifinal coming on in about an hour, so we're gonna try to not hold you guys too long. So we'll jump right on into it. We got in the NFC, we got the Rams versus the Panthers,
Hmm.
which the Rams have playoff DNA starting at the quarterback,
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew
Matthew
Stafford.
Stafford, old ass, probably finna win MVP.
Hey, I don't see the Panthers really pulling this off at all.
I play devil's advocate and say this: it's the Panthers' first home playoff game they've had in a decade. I think since Cam Newton was there. Uh, the Rams do expect to have Devontae Adams back. They played November 30th. The Panthers won 31-28 at home. They pressured Stafford. He had those two interceptions. So what they did was Bryce Young had 3 touchdown passes, but what they did, time of possession, they ran the balls. They pause. They ran the
Glad you caught
ball.
that.
They ran the ball on the Rams. If they can run the ball and they can keep Stafford in that offense off, they got a shot. And then too, the Panthers are playing with house money because don't nobody think they're gonna win. And
Valid
every
point.
time that you put a team and you back them in the corner and you talk about how they not good, look, man, it could have been the Bucks, it could have been the Falcons, but it's the Panthers. And they won their division. They got the home game. As much as I like the Rams, I picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that the Panthers are gonna win whatsoever, but what I will tell you about this game, since y'all like stats, Devontae Adams has scored almost 90% of his touchdowns in the red zone. That leads the NFL. The Panthers have only allowed 5 passing touchdowns inside the 10 on goal to go position. Also, it's a 71% chance of rain in this game, which means throwing the ball and kicking the ball will be paramount if you can even do it with the wind that they're going to have. So don't just think the Rams going to come in here. They may. Jared Verse and Cam Kitchens, Cam Curl, and all those guys on defense, they have been flying around, but last time they played, got to put a little bit of respect on Coach Canales and the Panthers, man. They gonna
Yeah,
come to play.
yeah, they are a team on the move, but you got a healthy Rams team right here. Defense is playing solid. You
Yeah.
got a healthy Matthew Stafford at quarterback. At running back, you got a 1-2 punch with Williams and Corum. Then
Hmm.
you got two of the top receivers in the league in Devontae Adams and Puka Nakua. And then you got two good tight ends. You got Parkinson and what's the other guy?
Higby.
Higby. Yeah.
Yeah, they was healthy last time they lost.
Did I say Parkinson?
Yeah, you still right.
Ferguson.
Kobe Parkinson. Yeah, they was healthy the last time they played. It's just the Panthers are iffy, man. The Panthers are iffy. It just depends on what Panthers team come out here. They got a good defense. They got a pretty decent offense if they can run it. But you got to get Leggett. You got to get Jalen Coker, Ted McMillan. You got to get everybody involved. It's going to be all hands on deck. Uh, but I still think the Rams are going to win. They should. They should win. I say that.
The key for the Panthers is they've got to win early downs and not play in catch up mode. If they play in catch up mode and have to play from behind the whole game, they don't stand a chance.
Yeah. Man, you got to somehow last time they played, Devontae Adams started out quick with those 2 touchdowns. They managed to contain Puka. For the most part, that game, he didn't have 100 yards. But if Matthew Stafford started throwing that thing around in the rain and, this Rams offense get going and Carolina got 3 and outs and you look up and they down 10-0, it may be a long day for Carolina.
Now the spread on this is 10.5 points. Carolina playing at home. Carolina playing better football. it might
Mm-hmm.
be worth taking them 10.5 points.
Yep.
With that weather, you might even look at the under, but I'm definitely taking the Rams if I put a parlay together.
I think that's the first game is on too.
It is. It come on tomorrow at tomorrow at
3.
3:30 our time.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Uh,
tune in. I think that might be have a little interest to it.
I'm actually interested in playoffs as a whole. Once we get through these matchups and talk about them, you kind of understand why. Um, the next one, Packers versus Bears.
NFL oldest rivalry. They've only played 3 times in the postseason. I didn't know that.
I didn't
That
even.
that that kind of shocked me. They played 3 times. One of the times was in the 2010 championship game. Of course, Aaron Rodgers and them won that, went to the Super Bowl. The other time was in 1941. I think you was in the 8th grade then. I wasn't born yet. And Chicago won that one in 1941. Uh, they previous 2 meetings this season, there was 2 of the better regular season games that we had. The first time, Caleb Williams threw the end zone, threw the interception in the end zone. The second time, he threw that unbelievable pass to DJ Moore. I believe that was in overtime, and they won that game. It's been good. Chicago should be full strength. Roma Dunze is going to play. Colston Loveland is playing. DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift. He got all his weapons. Chicago should come out on top. Green Bay limping into the playoffs. Jordan Love hasn't been playing. Josh Jacobs been banged up half of the season. Jaden Reed's been up and down. Christian Watson been up and down. They really haven't got much production out of Matthew Golden. Of course, they lost Tucker Kraft, which killed them. They lost Michael Parsons. That pretty much took away their pass rush. You got to kind of lean towards the Bears on this one.
At Soldier Field, prime time, cold and wind.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at the Bears with the Bears being healthy. You also got to look at Jordan Love. Which version of Jordan Love are you going to get?
Right.
With that weather, the run game is going to be a factor. You've got Chicago. They spread the ball around. They do mix their running backs in, but they hit you with the short passes. They don't do a whole lot of deep stuff, but when they
Mm-hmm.
do, you thrown off guard. And if they can make those big plays, those chunk plays, that's gonna bounce the game out for them.
Yep. I agree. I definitely agree on that one. I think it's gonna be a good game though. I really do. I don't know how high scored it may be 28, 24, 24, 21, somewhere in there. But I think it's gonna be a good game. They just play good games against each other.
Yeah. Man, anytime you meet a conference foe, a division foe in the playoffs, it's like the stakes are double.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Still taking the
I'm def-
Bears though.
I'm taking the Bears. I'm with you on that. I'm taking the Bears. This coin flip, they only favored by 1.5 points. I'll take the home team. Now this next game, it's a Sunday game, noon kickoff. It's more at stake than people think in this game. Duval. Hey,
Yes, sir.
people can forget that because of what he has done with his coaching job down there. He has brought that team back from the depths of hell and turned it around. Now, who
Yes.
could be going to the depths of hell if they lose this game is the Buffalo Bills and Sean McDermott. If they lose this game, McDermott's out. I can go ahead and tell you that now.
Man, I look, I have been, if y'all can get on my YouTube channel, I have been defending myself against this all pretty much for, I'm gonna say, the last 2, 3 hours. People have been attacking me, and I'm like, bro, Sean McDermott has never won a road playoff game. He's 0-5. Josh Allen has lost to Mahomes. He's lost to Burrow. I got that. I'm not even going. I get it. You hear it 1,000 times. I agree. That's fair. Josh Allen is also 0-4 on the road. So combined, they 0-9. And they've been together, so however, whatever you want to say. But at the same time, Josh Allen got to get it done. It ain't always been his fault. It's probably rarely been Josh Allen's fault that they lose these games. But the fact of the matter is, they lose these games. If Josh Allen was to retire tomorrow, they're not going to say, well, he played good, but he just lost. No, Josh Allen is going to be 0-4 in road playoff games, and he never lost. That's just what it's going to be. Kicking is going to be a major factor in this game for me because Matt Prater got the quad injury. He's coming back from it. I think he practiced today. Cam Little can kick the ball from the other end, damn near make a field goal.
Yes,
he got
can.
a boot on. He got a boot. And this Jag defense is the top-rated run defense. And you're going against the number one rushing title guy, James Cook. If James Cook can't bust one, if James Cook can't get that running game going, you make Josh dimension. If I'm Jacksonville, what receiver does Buffalo have that I'm scared of? You don't have none. So I like Khalil Shakir, but he ain't no Jamar Chase or no Jackson Smith and Jigba. So if he does have to throw the ball, then that's when you get to looking at Dawson Knox, you get to looking at Dalton Kincaid. But I'm taking Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville.
I mean, with the Bills right now, people have always said Josh Allen does not have any help. Josh Allen doesn't have this. Josh Allen doesn't have that. Right now, Josh Allen has a running game. They have a backup running back that come in to fill in if needed. This is an everything eats offense. Brandon Cooks is starting to look like Brandon Cooks of old. You got Khalil Shakir who plays well at the slot. You got two tight ends that are formidable in anybody's offense.
Mm-hmm.
If he does not win this game, Sean McDermott is out. It's going to be a stain on Josh Allen for the simple fact the people that always knock you out of the playoffs are not even in the playoffs this year.
Exactly. And that was my thing that I was telling them. One of the guys that commented, he said, well, I can't see us losing McDermott. I don't see a better coach out there. McDermott ain't never won a Super Bowl, but I tell you who have, John Harbaugh has. Lamar got more MVPs than Josh Allen. If John Harbaugh can get fired, why can't Sean McDermott?
Exactly.
He ain't done nothing.
Exactly.
He hasn't done anything. However you want to look at Buffalo, Buffalo is a likable team. They fans are likable. They about to go to a new stadium. Everybody roots for him. Josh Allen, he's the guy. He's the face of the NFL, or so they want him to be. But the fact of the matter is, man, he hasn't done anything. And that's just the truth of the matter. Jacksonville has not allowed. I did find this stat to be crazy because I didn't know this. I knew their run defense was good. They did not allow one 100-yard rusher this season.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So if you can't run the ball, what you gonna do?
No, you ain't gonna do nothing. And as far as Jacksonville goes, I try not to judge a team on the first half of the season when they have a new head coach. But right now, you have Jacksonville, who has a brand new head coach, which the first part of the season, they learning how he operates, learns how his system works, and getting adjusted. You have Trevor Lawrence, who is finally playing like a number one draft pick and the golden boy they expected him to be. They are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now, and they have home field for this wild card game.
Getting Jacoby Myers really helped them.
Lord have mercy.
Jacoby Myers came in and did well. Actually, Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers. It's crazy because last year, Brian Thomas Jr., I think he went number 7. He may be their third or fourth option on this team. And then ETN, he revived himself. They lost Tank Bixby. Everybody was talking about Bashal Tootin and all these other things. ETN just been steady. And then, I guess once this offense progressed, Trevor Lawrence started being mobile. Now you got him running.
Yeah.
They're a juggernaut. They're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. I hope Sean McDermott had them boys practicing outside all week this week in Buffalo with that cold weather up there, because his seat is hot.
Let them tell it, and he may not get fired. But I tell you this: you can't go into next season, New England win a division, and you be one and done again. Because next year, I can guarantee you, I don't see Mahomes, Burrow, and Jackson not being in the playoffs again. I just don't see it.
Nah, I don't see it either. My money. Hold on. What's the points on this one? 1.5 Buffalo. I would take Jacksonville. Yeah,
Taking Jacksonville.
yeah. This might be the game that everybody talks about Monday morning.
It's the one that I'm looking forward to the most. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. I figured you'd be looking forward to this one a little bit more than that one, but 49ers versus Eagles.
I tell you why I'm not. Well, first of all, let me get through the analysis or whatever. Trent Williams did practice today. That's a good thing for San Francisco. That's a great thing for San Francisco. Now, will he be able to play and go the whole game? I don't know, but the fact that he practiced, that's great news for San Francisco. Bad news is Ricky Pearsall did not practice, so more than likely he'll be out. He been out most of the season any damn way. Looks like Kittle is good. As far as Philadelphia go, all our starters practice and they should play. Lane Johnson practice, he's playing. Jalen Carter, N'Kobe Dean, we good to go. One thing about this 49ers, they use a lot of motion. We struggle with motion. 49ers use motion the third most in the league at almost a 70% clip. Vic Fangio was actually supposed to go to San Francisco and be their defensive coordinator, but he chose, then he left Miami, came to Philadelphia. So he's kind of familiar with the 49ers because he was on their personnel. I believe that year they went to the Super Bowl. He wasn't an actual coach. The reason that I'm not really interested, I'm not that I'm not interested. It's not the one I'm looking forward to the most. I just don't know what to expect. Both of these teams, I've seen them at the top of their game and I've seen them at the bottom, and you just don't know what to expect. Saquon Barkley should have 100 yards rushing Sunday. 49ers run defense is bad. They should be able to run. Jalen Hurts should be mobile. He should be able to throw on the run. I've seen Brock Purdy shred us for 3, 4, 5 touchdown passes. So I don't know what to expect.
So the weather's supposed to be pretty decent in Philadelphia. Well, for Philadelphia this time of year, about 45 degrees. So weather shouldn't be too much of a factor. You got Jalen Hurts. People been knocking on him all year long, but he's had an efficient season. Low turnovers. He's protected the ball. Um, if the passing game is not there, he's gonna have to run. He can't be indecisive. He's got to get out the pocket and go. They need to get Saquon Barkley involved. And then with the
Mm-hmm.
49ers, you got Christian McCaffrey. He's had an injury-free season. He hadn't had a lot of rushing yards, but they've been dinking and dunking out of the backfield, getting him a bunch of receiving yards and keeping him involved and happy. It ought to be a decent game.
It should be, and it may. I don't think it'll be bad. I know it's not going to be like the championship game where we knocked out all their quarterback. I know it's not going to be like that.
I don't know. And if you knock out one quarterback, they still got another one that can come in and do the job.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm not. It's not that I'm not looking forward to the game. I just, I'm not high on my team this year because they ain't look worth nothing. But with that being said, no birds.
Oh yeah, that's your boys. If I had to take a team, I would probably take the Eagles. They're at home. They could be a hostile crowd. Not only hostile to
Uh-oh.
the
Hey,
other team, hostile to what breaking news? What you got?
Abe just posted it in the comments, but just came across my phone. The Commanders got a new offensive coordinator. Or should
That's
I say
the
they're Go ahead.
That's the dude that filled in fucking Detroit at quarterback.
They're promoting David. How you say that? David
Blau.
Bluff. They're promoting him to offensive coordinator for the Commanders, taking Cliff Kingsbury job. I don't know how I feel about that.
Um, I don't. He's never called plays, but I will say with him being an assistant there already, it gives continuity for Jaden Daniels.
That's true. I give you that.
But at the same time, as a head coach, if your new coordinator comes in and this offense stalls because he is not calling the plays correctly, I hope you got a backup plan because
I hope Coach Sirianni hear exactly what the hell you just said too.
hey, it's been several instances this year where it has happened and they did not pull the plug fast enough.
I'm with you on that.
Anyway, here's an AFC game that I'm looking forward to. Also,
Me too.
my former head coach, Mike Vrabel, against Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers.
So I'm in the air about this one too. I know everybody's big on the Patriots. I like what the Patriots are building. Mike Vrabel, potential coach of the year. He got a little competition. Drake May, I got him second in the MVP race. I just think it's Matthew Stafford. But since week 5, the Patriots have played one playoff team. That was Buffalo, and they lost at home to Buffalo. Um, of course, we talked about Drake May. The Chargers don't allow a lot of big plays. So I feel like Drake May got to get mobile. He got to get out the pocket. Hunter Henry should play a huge factor in this game. The Patriots secondary, it is pretty good. On the opposite side of the ball, Justin Herbert said his hand, I think he broke a finger or his wrist on his left hand or something. He said it feels good. It's the best that he's felt. So looks like everybody's healthy. Ladd McConkey got to get going, man. If you play fantasy, you know he's been struggling since mid-November. He has not had over 50 yards receiving since early November. So he got to get going.
Sophomore
A good
slump.
thing, huh?
Sophomore slump.
And honestly, if you notice, the top 3 receivers from last year's draft class, all of them struggled this year.
And you know we kind of
Harrison, Ladd, and Brian Thomas.
touched on it last show, but we didn't really go into depth. The sophomore slump happens more with wide receivers than it does with other players. And then that usually their third year is their breakout year.
Yeah. Shoot, Malik Neighbors, man, he tore his ACL, but I mean, they just didn't have a good year. Abe said he got the Chargers here. Another thing, a good thing for the Chargers, Omarion Hampton said he's expecting to play. Looking up stats, I did not know the Patriots' run defense was that bad. So that's big if they can get Omarion Hampton and Kimani Vidal, if they can get going. It's gonna be interesting, man. I want to see how the Patriots do against some stiff competition. I want to see if Vrabel can do something about their porous run defense. And let's see if the Patriots can slow down this Drake May offense.
Well, Chargers got to stay efficient early and avoid turnovers. Um, red zone execution is going to be critical. If they get in the red zone, they've got to capitalize. You got Keenan Allen. That's going to be their red zone guy. Ladd might get open.
It's normally been huge. Well, he's kind of like that big play touchdown threat.
Quentin Johnson, yeah.
But then too, you got to worry about Gadsden. He done kind of fell off and been quiet these past few weeks, but it's playoff, man. It's all hands on deck.
Yep.
It's all hands on deck.
This is going to be a close game. They've got the Patriots favored by 3.5. It's going to be a coin flip.
Yeah, which is really half because I think the home team always get 3 points.
Yeah, and it's a night game in Foxborough.
Yeah,
That
that
brings
crowd gonna be
a
right.
little different
Mm-hmm.
energy because they're gonna start first thing in the morning partying. By the
Mm-hmm.
time it kicks off, they're gonna be good and drunk.
Oh yeah, Robert Kraft will be too.
Yeah. Oh, so
Perk them ears up, Abe, because here we go. We finna talk about them right here.
now Monday night. I don't know how I feel about a Monday night playoff game.
I don't really care for it. I that's just me. I don't really care
Yeah.
for it, but it
Now
is what it is.
you've got two coaches, two black coaches,
Mm-hmm.
whose names have been mentioned early in the season as being on the hot seat. They have willed both of their teams to the playoffs, and they are facing off each other in the first round.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if Alan Faneca, the legendary Steelers offensive lineman, if he can still play, you better go get him. Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson, they come in the hunt. I think that's the key of the game. If the Steelers offensive front can somehow keep this Texans defensive front off Aaron Rodgers' ass, they got a shot. They get DK Metcalf back. Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren, they're gonna have to be receivers. I don't think that you can just run through the tackles on this Texans defensive front.
You
So you're
cannot.
gonna have to chip and you're gonna have to turn your head around, get these dump off passes, and try to do what you can with them. Then on the other side, Stroud, his offensive line ain't been the best either. They got TJ Watt back. Uh, where he have time for his receivers to get down the field. I love the way CJ Stroud he attacks the middle of the field. Of course, he gets Nico involved. He's been getting Schultz involved. Can they do anything with Woody Marks? Can they run the ball? I would take the under on this game.
I would too. It's going to be almost freezing temperatures.
Yeah, I definitely would take the under on this game. You got two good kickers. They understand the elements. I know Fairbairn kicks indoors, but he's consistent. He's consistent. Chris Boswell missed that extra point, so that was the last kick we seen him make. But Chris Boswell is usually money in cold weather. But good luck, Pittsburgh. That's all I can tell you on this. They come in the hunt. They come in to kill Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers ain't as mobile as he used to be. If they get back there, he might as well go ahead and fall down because they're gonna be on his ass all night.
Now, a lot of these indoor teams, when it comes to the playoffs and they have to go outside, they
Mm-hmm.
struggle. This might be one of those situations because they cannot get the running game going. They're gonna be in trouble trying to play from behind because if you're not protecting CJ Stroud from the start,
Yeah,
you're in trouble.
that's a big key. That's a big key. You got to protect Stroud. Uh, you cannot let Houston throw one of them long ass bombs to start the game, and
Mhm.
he'll throw one over your head. And the reason I lean Texas, I know you getting DK Metcalf back, but I don't think people realize we talk about Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Derek Barnett in that front. The Texans secondary shuts people down. They just shut people down. I think they the only secondary where everybody got 4 interceptions or some crazy stat like that. They shut people down. They hit you. If you throw over there where Stingley is, good luck. If you throw where Petrie is, good luck. They shut people down. That's what they do. Um, as the Texans defense, if all I got to worry about is DK Metcalf, I'm hunting. You just gonna have to beat me. I'm hunting. That's just what I'm doing all day. I'm hunting.
So I think tomorrow will be a good day of football. I think Sunday will be a good day of football. Monday's gonna be a good one. Um,
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up this bracket real quick. So the winner of Buffalo and Jacksonville moves on to play Denver.
Mhm.
Um, Denver's got the number 1 seed, which is going to be a home game at Thin Air. That ought to be interesting. And then, of course, Seattle's going to be at home. You're going to have the 12th man. And they are most likely going to face the Rams,
Yeah, they'll play the winner of that game.
Division 4.
Yeah. The Rams are the most unfortunate team this year. They had the Eagles and the Seahawks beat and lost both of them games. That's crazy. If they win both of those games, they're the number 1 seed.
So since we had our last show about the coaches on Wednesday, there's another opening.
Who got fired?
Mike
Oh,
McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, sure did. He
But
thought he was keeping his job too.
but if you listen to the show, by the way you were talking, he should have been gone anyway.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You done talked it up. You done talked that man out of his job.
Nah, it's just if you put it in relationship wise, 2 people can be beautiful. They can make a lot of money, be beautiful, but that don't mean that they got to be together. Tua is a good quarterback. He don't suck. Now those concussions and everything that kind of messed him up. I feel like he can go. I feel like he could go to Minnesota and do better than JJ McCarthy. I do feel that. I don't think he fits a timing offense. A lot of quarterbacks don't. And then too, if you take away my 2 best weapons, Jonnu Smith got traded to Pittsburgh, and for whatever reason on earth, Pittsburgh ain't even using Jonnu Smith the way they should be. That's a story for another day. And then you lose Tyreek Hill. He got carted off the field with his foot in his hand, so you don't have much. He did the best that he could, and he did horrible.
Abe,
Go ahead.
we don't want him. We're interviewing him because he did do a good job when he was there before. But after the job that he did in Atlanta, I don't think he's going to be a good head coach.
Come on back home, Arthur Smith. Come on back where you belong.
Nope.
Y'all gonna hire.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see, and I've said it before, I'd like to see Brian Flores get another chance. Brian Flores told you what you had in Tua and what you had in Miami. And the only reason that Mike McDaniel was successful those first couple of years is because he had what Brian Flores built.
He told them to draft Justin Herbert, and they didn't want to. So now you reap what you sow. You should have listened to him.
Fucked around and found out.
Yeah. Magic Johnson wanted to draft Jason Tatum. Y'all told him no and drafted Lonzo Ball. Look where it got you.
Look where it got you.
They got those jobs for a reason. So you're an owner. You don't evaluate talent, so you wouldn't know.
So I would love to see. The more I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't mind seeing Cliff Kingsbury as the Titans coach because he could work with Cam Ward. But
I think Pittsburgh just eventually gonna win 93 Super Bowls and get the greatest. Hey, you got y'all not winning the Super Bowl. That's out. You probably gonna lose on Monday. Let's just be honest. Be honest with yourself. Will Anderson probably gonna decapitate Aaron Rodgers in the second quarter, and he gonna retire. You just don't have enough. You got in the playoffs because they missed a field goal. Like you not winning the Super Bowl. That's done. I understand you're a fan. That's great. Y'all not winning the Super Bowl. Brian Flores taking over for Tomlin after next year. I doubt it because he'll probably get a coaching job before then. It just ain't happening.
Oh, speaking of Flores, I forgot who the coach was, but Minnesota and some coach has mutual interest once Brian Flores finds another job. So that lets me know that Brian Flores is looking to move on from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And he'll get one. He's a hell of a coach.
Eberflus got fired.
Good. Well, really, that's bad because their defense might actually be good now. But
Yep.
Eberflus he just bad all around.
He is.
Like for you to go to the Bears, for you to leave the Bears, and they first year head coach come in and win a division, and that team looks completely different. That's an indictment on you, bro. That's
I
you.
know I know who the coordinator was. Jonathan Gannon. That's who Minnesota has mutual interest with if Flores moves on.
Okay, that's respectable. I can see that.
Yeah, he's a good coordinator. He's not a head coach.
No, he helped us win the Super Bowl, so I'm cool with that.
Man, hey, if you don't log off of the computer and go on somewhere,
I mean, look. I know you're a Titan fan, but y'all gonna fuck this up. It's what you do.
you know,
You're not getting Brian Flores, and you know why you're not getting Brian Flores. You know deep down in your heart why you're not getting Brian Flores. We ain't even got to discuss it. That's off the table. I know you would like Vance Joseph, but because of the same reason you're not getting Brian Flores, you're probably not going to get Vance Joseph. It's probably going to be Matt Nagy, Steve Spagnuolo, Kevin Stefanski. It's going to be somebody like that. You already know that. And I don't. And for y'all to be going into this new stadium, I would really hope that y'all would do something different, go a different way. But
well,
mm-mm.
I would love to sit here and argue with you about it, but you're probably right.
I already know.
It's really gonna depend on how much control they let Mike Morganzi have with this. It's also going to depend on if he was honest about him not showing bias to those two coordinators from Kansas City where he just came from. And he's going to have to really hire the best man for this job.
Yeah.
So
I hope he does.
I'm in wait and see mode. I'm not optimistic. I've been optimistic the past however many years and it hadn't worked out. So I'm in wait and see mode.
Maybe y'all interview Dan Orlovsky.
Then Cam Ward will be stepping out back of the end zone. Lee.
You know what? I think that listening to Dan Orlovsky on ESPN, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter when they tweeting him. He may be a good coordinator. A lot of people just don't make good players. You can be a good coordinator and be a horrible player. Cliff Kingsbury wasn't the greatest quarterback, but he's a hell of a coordinator. So you just, it is what it is. You never know. Great players make bad head coaches. And we've seen that happen.
Tampa Bay cleaning out their staff. Todd Bowles still
their whole staff gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, their whole staff gone.
So
before we get out of here,
opens.
I want to raise some hell about something. And it ain't got nothing to do with NFL, but we on free time, so I'm finna raise some hell. I probably gonna go viral. I've been telling people now for about the past 3 or 4 years about the SEC and this so-called dominance that they got in college football. This the 3rd straight year that an SEC team ain't been in the championship game of the college football. I just wanted to throw that out.
So
people like to say, go ahead.
While you were on that, I'm glad you brought it up. Because I was gonna wait till we had that apologetic show, I was right, I was wrong show. But I'm gonna tell you, here and now, I was wrong.
About what?
The SEC being the strongest conference in college football.
Right Who now, do you think the strongest conference is in college football right now?
Right now, it's the Big Ten.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
Right now, it's the Big Ten.
If they win all the championships, they got to be the better conference.
Yeah.
But a lot of people be like, oh, man, it's not that I don't like the SEC. I
love the SEC, but I admit that I was wrong when I said that.
I was rooting for Ole Miss last night to beat Miami. And it's not because I don't like Miami. I just like the story of Ole Miss. I'm one of those people, man. I'm a football fan. I'm not emotional. I don't hate Lane Kiffin. I understand the dynamics of why people don't like Lane Kiffin. He's a money whisperer. Wherever the money goes, that's where he's going. I'm telling you, if you're an LSU Tiger fan, Let Kayla and the boy get fired next year or the year after, and they offer him the right amount of money. He finna leave y'all ass too. But anyway, I just understand what it is now, and money's going to change things always. You probably never thought you was gonna see a college football playoff system in college football, but money started talking. You about to get an even bigger playoff system in college football. We told y'all on that show, Texas Tech spent the most money in college football. They got the number 4 seed. Now they lost, but they had the number 4 seed in all of college football in the playoffs. People are gonna take that blueprint and they're gonna run with it. We had this conversation the other day. Dabo Swinney national championships with Clemson, and his seat got hot. He had to resend them statements about I'm not going to the transfer portal. I bet his ass in the transfer portal right now.
Yeah.
So
you got to find a good balance.
You gotta spend some money, but you also gotta find some people that actually want to play for and be a teammate and be a part of the team. That's just what it is now.
Now with Indiana, you got Mark Cuban, billionaire. He's gonna start funneling money towards Indiana. Cignetti is already hot in the portal, and he's still in the playoffs.
They're gonna be right back next year. They're gonna be right back next year. Now, what I will say today, I seen, I don't really understand all of the stuff, but I seen Trinidad Chambliss. His college career is over. He lost a little case or whatever. He had to get another year eligibility. I don't know where that puts him at as far as getting drafted or whatever, but he had a hell of a season. If you Ole Miss, I love Golden, the coach. I think he can do great things. I actually seen an LSU player decommit and go to Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is gonna be all right. I think they're gonna be okay.
Ole Miss is gonna be all right as long as Pete Golden is putting up wins. His job is gonna be secure for years to come.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Trinidad Chambliss go, I would probably have him as my third quarterback right now, even though he's a little undersized. He's under 6 foot, but I think he's a better quarterback than Ty Simpson at this point. Not saying Ty Simpson won't be better than him in the long run, but at this current moment, I will rank him as third quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, he would be third or fourth for me. And you know what? Once the combine start and they do all that stuff, it'll get shaken out in the laundry. But he had a hell of a run in the playoffs.
He did.
I got a lot of respect for that team. They did a good ass job.
And that last play, it was almost on the money. You had a no call that determined the game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that contact, it could have been a different turnout.
Good hell. It was a hell of a game, but the U is back.
Oh yeah.
The U is back.
The Miami Hurricanes, as in cocaine. Michael Irvin, boy, he be on the sideline lit.
So I know we talk about how bad the ACC is, but the ACC is 4-0 versus the SEC in bowl games. That's why I say what I say, man. You got a bunch of SEC teams, and yeah, they are. Georgia's good. Alabama's a good team. Texas is a good team. Oklahoma's a good team. But you can go to the Big Ten. Indiana's a great team. Ohio State's a great team. Michigan's a good team. Penn State, they iffy, but for the majority, they're a good team. It's it's give and take. Give the ACC 5 years. Virginia Tech with James Franklin will be good. I already seen. I seen. I seen.
Trey, you really want to sit here on this live podcast and tell yourself that lie?
I think he talking about right now. Not like over.
No, that motherfucker probably got some cocaine in his pocket right now.
Maybe
He be on the sideline on all fours, dogging it out, but he be high as fuck. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start looking at his pupils doing interviews because Michael Irvin, he's still tooting.
I found it funny that they had the captains of the coin toss, and he wasn't one of them. They kept his crazy on the sideline.
Hey, I love Michael Irvin. Don't get me
You
wrong,
got to.
but
Playmaker, baby. Playmaker.
hey, you can't tell me they ran all that cocaine through Dallas and he still ain't got no hookup.
Man, Michael Irvin, he one of my favorite people. Man. I love that dude. He a cowboy till his heart
Yeah,
stops.
a
But
cocaine cowboy.
he be out there. He be out there, man. I'm ready for this game tonight. And people keep asking me who I'm taking. Until somebody beat Indiana, I ain't going against them. Can't.
You know, I think with them already meeting earlier this year, that Oregon's going to be able to make a few adjustments. They'll keep the game a little closer. I think
Mhm.
Indiana is going to win, but I took Oregon +4. But the problem I have with that is Whittington might be out. He's game
Yeah.
time decision. They've had to move 2 players from the defensive side of the ball over to the offense this week as depth for the tailback position. So if they can't get the running game going and they have to rely on the passing game against Indiana's defense, that might cause trouble.
And you took Oregon +4?
+4. I didn't like that 3 or 3.5.
Indiana by 10.
I'm glad you feel that way. You give this man toys, he's gonna sit there and play.
Should have never gave it to me.
Should
What
never
time
gave
this
you.
game start, man?
It starts in 10 minutes. So I need to go refresh my drink and get in front of this TV. We appreciate y'all. We'll get another show together for next week. We'll even try to announce it a little bit early. That way y'all have time to plan to be here, hang out with us. Other than that, man, we love y'all. Or as he
Appreciate
say,
it, man.
our content cousins.
Yeah, our content cousins, man. I can't wait for this apology show because I was dead wrong on a whole lot of shit.
Me too, and you keep bringing up the shit I was dead wrong on it, so I got to give a little. I keep giving little hints of what's gonna be in the show, but it'll be a good one. We out.
Magic bets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move non-stop. Silver fan, probably say playing odds like dice. In the trap, out betting lines, making racks feel nice. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy.